So it's 3, 2, 1, showtime, right? So here it is. FSPM. Financial, spiritual, physical, mental, fitness. I want to thank you guys so much for joining this meeting today. I can't exaggerate it enough, guys. I cannot exaggerate it enough. Do not be afraid. 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 Cut that out and clip it and keep pound that into your subconscious mind when you sleep at night. If you want to know an easy way to quit, then I'll help you with that today. Continue to tell yourself that something's too hard. Here we go right here. Ways to quit. Things are too hard. Too hard for me to handle. Too hard for me to comprehend. I'd rather quit. I'd rather drop out. I'd rather just try again next year. Be completely unbalanced in your life. Be completely unbalanced in your life, and that's an easy way to quit. Completely neglect your health and your well-being. Well-being. Completely neglect your health and your well-being. These are ways to quit, guys. Ways to quit. It's super easy. Actually, it doesn't take no more amount of energy to be rich and successful than it does to be broken in poverty. I need you guys to understand that it all starts off with a thought first. And if you can't get your thoughts in order, then you are going to fail. If you lack mindset and consistency, then you are going to fail. You see, there's 3 types of people in this world. You got people who make things happen, who watch things happen, and don't know what happened. Which one are you, you know? You see, the thing is, if you continue to spend time with people who ain't got nothing to offer you, then why the hell are you talking to them every single day? See, you got to be careful what people download into your membrane. It's really time for you to catch up in life. You know what I'm saying? Life is like traffic. You got to stay in the flow of things. You got a line of people waiting for you to make a move. You got people ahead of you that's passing you by. And sooner or later, people that's behind it go start crossing you up as well. As long as you continue to stay stagnant and you don't stay to continue to flow in things, you will fail. Those are ways to quit. Now, financial fitness. This marker's running out. This one's small, but we still gonna work through it anyway. Whatever. Marker's not that best. I should have replaced them. It's all right. We still gonna push through this. Financial fitness. Financial fitness is key in life. You see, if you don't have any money, you're not free. You see, if you don't have complete control over your finances, then you are not free. Your mind is probably moving in all the directions, you know? If you cannot control the way your mind works when it comes to your finances, then you will continue to be in debt forever. You see now, people just think that when I tell them you need to stop thinking in debt, that they're only thinking about ways to spend money and everything with money, but it's a lot more deeper than that. If you continue to say how hard something is, how keeping your life unbalanced, neglecting your health and your well-being, and continuing not to prioritize things that matter to you, you will forever stay in debt. If you're worried about an ex, you will stay in debt. If you're worried about how something is too hard, or or if you're trying to take the easy way out, you will stay in debt. If you're so worried about what's going on in the news, and if you continue to scroll up and down and double tap scroll, double tap scroll, double tap scroll, you will stay in debt. If you're staying on top of the celebrity gossip and you're not trying to make and profit off of that, you are in debt. You see, it's your mindset that has you exactly where you are now. I mean, look at your results. Do you think that, okay, put it like this, guys. You got people with degrees, you got people with certificates, you got people with licenses, you got people with all type of life experiences, right? But you can see that their present results do not match up with how smart they are. Well, that's because they still got that same habitual behavior that they had since they were a child. If you don't have your finances in order, then you will continue to be in debt forever. You need to fix it. You see, the world is yours, man. We're just waiting to see what you're going to do with it. Don't you want to come hang with the higher ups and the most highs? Come on. Give yourself a chance. I need you to believe in you how I believe in you. Spiritual fitness. If you lack self-confidence, again, the world will spit on you. And more than likely, and more so, you're going to spit on yourself. You can't continue to neglect the things that matter most in your life. You can't continue to come up with victimization stories or victimized stories and stuff like that. You cannot continue to sell yourself short and continue to hope that the world will feel bad for you and you just automatically get some type of control. There's a lot of things that you can work on for you to get to where you need to be. And it all starts from within first, right? It all starts from within first. It all starts with the goddamn thought process. You see, a lot of people get the Most High mixed up with their human way of thinking. People are like, "Oh, life is too hard. Oh, if God was real, then why does this happen to certain groups? Why do we have wars? Why do we have children dying? Why do we have homeless on the streets?" Well, talk about balance, right? We need ups and downs. We need problems in order to solve them, right? You know, like we have to go deeper into our minds and understand what's really causing us to slow down and not be where we want to be. You see what I'm saying? Because the problem is that, let's try this one more time. You are right here. This is you. You want to be up here. But I can tell you right now, as soon as you get right here, you're going to realize that you could have been up here. You could have been up there. And that's going to be the worst part of your life if you ever take this lesson serious. Because more than likely, I mean, a lot of people stay right here. And you know what the problem is? People say, well, I don't have any proper goals. Well, it's not really about the goals. Because once you get here, before you can get here, you have to get right here. And then you have to get right here. And then you have to get right here. It's the stepping stone. So as you continue to do the stepping stones, it's not the goals that turns us on. It's the person that's achieving the goals is who we fall in love with. You see, your problem is your present results. If you continue to let what goes on around you dictate what goes on inside of you, then you will stay here forever, and that is science fact. You see, a lot of people only pay attention to the things that happened before them. And if you continue to think in that instead of what's going on up here, then you're going to stay in this area forever. It's not rocket science. Spiritual fitness is just as important as financial fitness. So what about physical fitness? What does physical fitness have to do with things? If you don't look good, then you don't feel good. If you don't have the correct amount of energy to lift that bag up and the strength to continue to push through them obstacles that life's going to give you, then come on now. Again, it's not rocket science. There should be a balance, and you should be getting at least 30 to 60 minutes of exercise a day, because that helps with the mental, and that helps you to continue to stay strong and focused on things that you believe in. You know? We just hope that the infinite source of supply continues to strengthen our minds, strengthen our bodies, so that we may be of use to the Most High, ourselves, and then each other. Because if you're not 100%, then how are you going to get your kids at 100%? If you're not at 100%, then how are you going to get your wife 100%? It all starts at the top. There's a trickle effect that goes down, and you should know how it works already. Physical fitness is key. Physical fitness is key to freedom in this life. You understand what I'm saying? And that goes into mental fitness. You need the mental strength to continue to overcome those obstacles that goes on in your mind. You need mental strength in order to continue to strengthen I'm getting tongue tied, excuse me. You need mental strength, mental durability to get where you want to be. I pray that you meditate, you pray, and you continue to recognize what's going on in your mind so you can properly adjust these problems. I pray that you wake up every morning and give self-affirmations. I pray that when you sleep, you feed your subconscious minds positive affirmations so that you may continue to push forward. Mental fitness benefits: the power to go forward, the power to ignore, the gift of discernment, and the strength to push. It's all the same things. And you want to know the biggest mental strength there is to have? Is the ability to say no. I just need you to say no to yourself. You know, it's easy to say no to others, but if you cannot deny the flesh, then you will fail. If you gotta have that if you gotta have the new shoes every time they come out, if you gotta have the new food, the new snacks, or you gotta just be on top of everything that comes out, and you just have no self-control over yourself, then you will fail. That's exactly why you are here now. Now, there is no point for you to continue to push in the wrong direction. You're a strong individual, and you're strong, and you got a lot going on for yourself, right? Right. You've been through a lot, right? Right. We all have been through a lot, right? If I throw a rock in the air and it hits somebody up against the head, then they got a sob story that's probably worse than somebody else. But throw the rock a little bit further, then we can see that somebody else has a worse sob story, and it just goes on and on and on and on and on and on. You see, if you continue to have that same mentality that nobody understands me and stuff like that, then you're going to continue to stay stagnant, and nobody's going to care at the end of the day. Nobody cares. Everybody has their own problems. Guys, it is very important that you understand how important FSPM is. Financial, spiritual, physical, and mental fitness. It is key for you to take heed and for you to understand how important these fundamentals are in life. Just continue to stay strong, stay focused, and we're going to see you again this week, I promise. Love.